I would just begin to cry and wipe the tears from my eyes. I'll say thanks, you'll ask why. This will be my reply. Millions didn't make it, but I was one of the ones who did. Millions didn't make it, but I was one of the ones who did. I made it over. Hey, you guys. I'm not going to be on here but for a second. I just wanted to check in with you and let you know that I have gotten over COVID. I did have it. And I had, it was, I guess, a somewhat mild case. I was able to get through it okay. And I did do the Regeneron treatment, the antibody infusion treatment. I did do that, so it helped a bit too. But I just wanted to check in with you guys because I'm feeling blessed and I'm feeling good. Most of the congestion is pretty much cleared up. I know you probably just hear just a little bit of it trying to linger on. But I just want to check in with you guys. I miss y'all. I miss y'all so much, and I'm just glad to be back. While I was down, I was doing some after I rested a bit, because I did have a little bit of a spell that just really made me exhausted, and so I just rested mostly during that first half of my of the quarantine period. But the second half, I got some work done. I got some pretty good writing done, and so this coming week, I'm just gonna come on and share some things with you guys, share some book information, and just kind of let you know where I am in the process. And I really want this to be interactive. I want you guys, I want your buy-in. I want you to just, be part of my writing process at this point. I've reached a point where I've gotten a lot of the raw emotion, a lot of that part that was really hard to write. I've gotten a lot of that out now, and so I'm anxious to see what you guys think, and see what your thought process is on a bunch of different things, like the book cover. I mean, the way I've organized the book. Like, I want to talk to you guys about everything. I don't want, anything to be a secret. And I want it to be interactive. So this is my first time writing a book, and people have been asking me a little bit about my process. So, I mean, what better way to learn about my process than to actually see me do it. And because this is my first time, I've had to do a lot of learning, take classes, and learn just different skills about the writing process, about the book writing process, because I have 2 master's degrees. So you guys know I've written a lot, you write a lot in the master's programs, but I've never written anything on this level, to this magnitude, that's going to have this much of an impact, and that's going to go out to the masses, so I don't take it lightly. But you know what? I do want to say this. Everything that happens to me is strengthening my resolve. Even getting sick, which I wasn't surprised about. You guys know that just before I went out on my quarantine period, I posted a video where I was telling you guys I was sick, and I was hoping that it wasn't COVID, but I got tested like that Thursday, and it was positive. So it just made me think about how it has strengthened my resolve. Now, the way my father would threaten, fear was a major tactic that he used to manipulate. And so a lot of the times when, I would get sick or I would end up with a new diagnosis or anything like that, like you guys know, I'm very transparent about the illnesses that I have and my experiences with them. But he always made it seem like it was because I had done something wrong or I had sinned or the devil was trying to attack me in some way. It was always something fear-based, a fear-based reason. And just made me think this time when I was sick, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some people do, they tell people, like, hey, I tested positive and, you know, and it's a way of kind of getting support, because like I I have to admit that even though my symptoms weren't as bad as some people's symptoms have been, there was a period where I went through that I went through where I was wondering if it would kill me. I mean, COVID is real, and because I had some other health issues, they considered me to be high risk, which is why they recommended the Regeneron treatment and all that. So the thing is that I didn't tell because my father would be listening. And I just never wanted to give him the satisfaction of thinking that something has happened to me or I've gotten sick or hurt or anything like that and get the gratification of feeling like it's because of his words or because of something that I'm doing that he doesn't agree with. But that's the way it's always been. And so when I get sick now, I have a tendency to hold it, really close, and don't share it. And that's with anything that happens, as far as sickness or as far as anything bad happening, and we all know that, as the Bible says, it rains on the just as well as the unjust. Things are going to happen to everybody. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's a result of sin or that you've done something wrong to someone and that you're deserving of it. It's your karma. Sometimes things happen just because things happen. So like in this situation, things happen because I let my guard down, I've been vaccinated, I've been taking all necessary precautions, but around my birthday time, I really wanted to be around people. I wanted to celebrate, and, I interacted with people more than I usually do. And what's crazy is that it was easy for me to pinpoint pretty much, and nobody really knows. I mean, I could have got it from one of my kids or from my husband or anyone, but because I'm a homebody, like I pretty much only leave the house like twice a week. And that's where I do my grocery shopping, and then sometime I go out somewhere with my husband, later on in the week or something like that. But so it was pretty easy for me to kind of pinpoint, where I had gotten it from and who I had been around during the time that I was infected. But still, it's still a part of, getting sick or anything happening that, it becomes like a little bit of a, just like a mind thing, where it's like, dang, did I get sick because of the beef that's going on between me and my father, And I have to be honest and say that those things do cross my mind because that's the way it's always been. That's what was ingrained in me is that, what did you do? What sin did you commit? And it was almost like it was a game to kind of blame game, really, just kind of see like, what have you done? How it's like, how when you get a lie bump and I don't even know where lie bumps come from. But, you know, calling a lie bump insinuates, right, that you've lied and you got a bump because of it on your tongue, you know? And it's kind of like the same principle, you know? It's like, you must have done something, you know, to bring that on yourself, you know? And yeah, I did. I was, you know, not as guarded. I wasn't wearing my mask as much. I was interacting with people. I wasn't social distancing. That's what happens. And so I just feel like it has strengthened my resolve because I'm so clear now on my purpose in this matter when it comes to my book and when it comes to speaking my truth, when it comes to healing from complex trauma, you know, when it comes to speaking out about spiritual narcissism. I'm clear about what I'm doing, and what my purpose is. And so everything that happens, even, you know, contracting COVID and going through that process and wondering if, you know, I was going to end up with a bad case of it and it, you know, take me out of here, you know. It was a real thought, a real reality that people face, and that, you know, people have not come back from this. And so I don't take it lightly. More than anything, it has strengthened my resolve and made it even more clear about my purpose and my goal in getting this book out and in speaking my truth and helping others to heal. So I've actually been up all night. I probably started like doing work around, I don't know, 10:30 last night. So I'm really tired now. Which, you know, in hindsight, I was thinking, dang, I should have just went live and, you know, had a Write With Me session. Because really, I need to take advantage of every opportunity to get on camera and to interact with you guys and let you know what I'm doing. Let you guys get to know me, you know, and all of that stuff. But the other part of me was like, you know, it's probably just going to be a distraction. You know, I'll probably get caught up in, you know, talking, you know, interacting with people and, you know, and in the chat and all that stuff. And I felt like I really just needed to be focused, even though, I don't know, it probably would have been more productive for me to go live. But either way, it's over now. So this is a tiredness talking. So anyway, I'm going to get some sleep. This is kind of like my norm, you know, like I'm usually up all night. Like I told y'all, that's when I get my most writing done. That's when my creative juices are going. And then there's absolutely no distractions, you know, because everybody's asleep and it's quiet and, you know, all that good stuff. So it's easy to focus during that time. And I have insomnia, so I don't sleep well at night anyway. And so I guess now I'm just going to take me a little nap, which is what I call it. I don't even call it going to sleep because it's like, it's really a nap. I don't really sleep more than like 3 hours at a time. So, but it is what it is. Anyway, I love you guys. And like I said, I just wanted to check in with you guys and let you know that I'm okay. That I'm on the mends. There's still just a little bit of congestion there. But I do want to encourage you guys to still do what you need to do to be safe from this. And to make it through this, you know. I have some thoughts on it, you know, if you guys want to know my thoughts. I don't really care, you know. I don't really have anything on the line with sharing, so, you know, whereas other people, I know they have jobs and stuff like that they have to consider, but I don't really have all that stuff, so I can pretty much just share with no worries. But y'all just let me know. But otherwise, if not, then I'm just going to stay focused on the task at hand, which is calling out spiritual about my purpose and my mission at this point, and I just want to stay focused on that. But after I get up from my nap, I'm gonna try to get some more work done, get some more writing done. I'm at a point, like I said, I'm ready for you guys to get more of it. You know, I posted some snippets, about what I'll do, about 10, 11 snippets. So if you guys haven't seen that, go to my Facebook page and check that out. Check out my snippets. But it was snippets of my introduction, by the way. So it's not even how the book starts. I start off with a prologue that is going to shock you, okay? The prologue is going to shock you. As soon as you open the book, you're going to be like, oh my God, what did I just get myself into? But, you know, it's all part of my story, and so I'm excited to bring you all in on the process. So keep me in your prayers. I'll keep you in my prayers. You already know the theme song. It's you are important to me. I need you to survive. All right, y'all. I love you. Bye-bye for now.